Dumps it to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Offense working from the pistol. Back to throw. It's Braxton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to Brown. He's in open space downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 30. Back to throw, it's Moss. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lacey. On the move at the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. After 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
To the air, it's Moss. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up second down.
The Golden Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Moss.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
The play action fake. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. For go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Still looking on the move. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And off to Jones. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off play action. The throw. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier.
Touchdown, Southern Miss. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
29 Philly, 2-9
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Metcalf. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to pass, it's Braxton. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab, it's Morris. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off to Jones. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.